Okay, I have to say, watching the January 6th fallout happen in real time, I honestly sit back and shake my head in awe and frequently say out loud, y'all are a trip. It's not even simply the violent insurrectionists. It's the feigned pearl clutching by people who are more outraged by January 6th than we were at Trump's indifference to black and brown life, his outrageous policies that endangered us all. I mean, did you really think that the dude who said when the looting starts, the shooting starts, wasn't going to encourage violence? Because we did. We saw it. It's the people who have been part of this nonsense for years and decades for me. It's the people who voted for him, the campaign staff, the policymakers, the media enablers. You know exactly who you are. Now, remember in 2016, after many members of the news media helped usher in this lunatic into the White House, the takeaway from many executives was, guys, we in the news didn't pay enough attention to racist white people. That's how we got those ridiculous terms like white economic anxiety and those voters of the heartland segments with a bunch of white Midwesterners in coffee shops that have never seen folks who look like this right here. Then there were all the deep dives in the Trump country and print profiles of Trump supporters. Well, here's the update. They appear to be doing the same thing again. Variety reported this week that former Trump aide Alyssa Farah Griffin will be the latest to join ABC's The View. Now, ABC has not made a formal announcement, but let's please not forget that this tawdry turncoat Trump loyalist quickly morphed into an opportunist after voluntarily taking jobs with the Trump administration, signing on to work for his regime, knowing full well what Trump represented. And she rode his wave of open xenophobia and racism all the way to network television. According to Vanity Fair, she admits that she had a few sips of the Trump Kool-Aid every now and then. Sure, Jan, you guzzle down that Kool-Aid like it was the bleach your boss once said cured the Rona. Now, let me tell you about this woman. She wrote for a right-wing conspiracy website founded by her father. She supported efforts of Mark Meadows and Jim Jordan when she worked for them on Capitol Hill. She defended Trump after he asked the Proud Boys militia to stand back and stand by. And she's an election denier. And yeah, sure, she came out and denounced the attack on the Capitol, but ain't nobody impressed with that. That was a convenient thing to do. So as we watch these people who think a feigned apology is accountability get rewarded with TV deals, book deals, and stints with Dancing on the Stars like you see there, it is so clear to us that many in the media are still trying to normalize these folks. And why? Well, they would say, well, we must not forget about viewers in the Midwestern/flyover states who may feel differently than us. Yeah, I actually agree with that. I'm all for it. Let's focus on viewers in Cleveland and Chicago and Detroit and St. Louis. Because as you see, younger, more diverse audiences have begun to rely on social media for their news and information. And we've seen how problematic that can be. But we also wonder why so many gatekeepers actively ignore a growing influential market which drives culture and conversation by catering to this smaller sect of society because they are uncomfortable talking about race. Their feelings seem to always matter more than truth, history, and facts. But not here on The Cross Connection, because here we know that as awful as rational people thought Donald Trump was on January 6th, Homeboy was just as awful on January 5th. And so were the people who rocked with him, every last one of you. But that's just my view, and maybe it's your view too.